Hey y'all.
I silence.
Look, I didn't see it go live, but welcome back to our channel. This is Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits, and we are here tonight, and we're going to talk about, excuse me, miss, that's my man. You're hugging him a little bit inappropriately. Or that's my man. Why are you calling him to do this, that, and the third? Anyway, I'm Dr. Jemecia, the nurse practitioner extraordinaire. I'm also your intermittent fasting and mindset coach, YouTube influencer, speaker, author, all the things. And I'm 1/3 of these lovely ladies of Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits. I'm going to pass it on over to you, Coach Carmelle.
Hello. I am Coach Carmelle. I am your whole food, plant-based, vegan, fitness, and nutrition coach. I work with people primarily who are addicted to sugar or food, who find it the cravings are overwhelming, and I guide them on a whole food, plant-based journey in order to combat those conditions, whatever conditions that come along with those cravings. And I'm just generally here encouraging everybody to add more plants to your plate. So go ahead, Maisha.
Hello, everybody. My name is Maisha. I'm also known online as Devi Maisha, and I am an intimacy coach. And let's just get into the conversation.
Okay, what happened? Why are you doing that? Who said what?
Maya said she cannot hear us at all. Maya, yeah, on Instagram. Interesting.
I
don't know.
Hey, Angel Marie.
Thank you. Oh, she said she can hear it. She can hear us now.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay. So, all right. Listen. So we're just gonna say the topic came about hugging inappropriately. So some people feel like, a hug's a hug and that's it. But let me tell you something. When you're hugging it all up on someone else's man, y'all saw the controversy that happened with, was it Megan Good or what? No, was it Megan Good? It was somebody who, what's the light-skinned guy's name with the green eyes? He saw her, he hugged her, he picked her up on the green, he swirled her all around. And she was
with the dude. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw the clip. I saw the clip. If it wasn't Jordan, she's with Jonathan Majors, right? Because you said this was what's her name? Right. So she's with Jonathan Majors. So it was either Jordan, the dude from A Different World back in the day. Michael Ealy.
Yep.
Michael Ealy.
Okay. Michael Ealy. Yes.
I have no idea.
And if it wasn't, it's okay, y'all. You don't have to fact check me, but you can if you want to. But that's not even the point. The point is there some inappropriateness in the way you approach a guy and hug him who's not your guy, who's not your man? So we wanted to chit chat about that. And I think there is.
I think there is.
For one.
And I think some women know.
Let's talk about it. Mm-hmm. So you think women know?
I think women know. I think for the most part, the women who come up on that dude who's with his woman, they kind of know. They just do that little extra. Sometimes it's on purpose. And sometimes they're oblivious to it. I've done some things that I was completely oblivious to, but I've been that girl to do it on purpose too.
I have to. Not oblivious at all.
Okay.
I know. That's why I was like, yeah, we could talk about it.
So last summer, oh my God, it seems like ages ago, but in the beginning of this year, we were all blessed with a gift on a cruise. Right, Dr. Jemecia? We were all on a cruise, and the five of us, however, I don't know how many of us were there at the time. It might have just been the three of us. Extra cute. We were just so cute. And we were like, oh, we need a picture. I see the first dude that comes along. Never mind that he's with his entire family. He's got his wife and kids with him. I'm like, excuse me, sir, please take our picture. And we're super cute. And Dr. Jemecia was like, excuse me, ma'am, do you mind if he takes a picture? Or maybe you could take it for us? And I was like, oh, shit. Oblivious. I did not mean any harm.
And she was like, until I said, you know what, ma'am, is this okay?
Right.
Maybe if you could. She was like, oh, girl, no problem, no problem. Mm-hmm.
Right.
The
the acknowledgement is necessary.
Right, the acknowledgement. And later on, I was like, Dr. Jemecia, that's not going to happen again. Like, I don't want to put myself or any other, like, that's just, if that's not my intention, I don't want that to be the thing. However, if that's my intention, Maisha, I'm going to let you tell your story.
So I don't even, before I get into it, hey Chris over on Instagram. First of all, Maya says me too. Of course she does. Of course, spirit animal. Chris says I'm over 6 feet and 245 with abs. Hey Chris, so our next brunch is gonna be look. Wait. First of all, I didn't even ask if he was single. You see what I'm saying? When I get hugs, they are different, and I lean right into it. Oh, he must be single then. All right, so. And Angel Marie says, we know, we can feel the energy. So I don't have a story per se, because I don't remember every time that I've done it. I just know I've done it because I know me well. And don't let me not like your woman. Like if right. And I am not like this now. I am okay. I am a grown up now. I don't play these reindeer games anymore, but I would be the type of person who, if I knew it, like if there was a thing or if I felt a way, it's the slow hug. It's the hi, and you real slow, just hey, with a little extra squeeze. How you doing? Yes, for sure. I have absolutely. Oh, Chris says yes, single. Yes, for sure. I have absolutely been a young and younger woman who has done that type of thing and left someone feeling uncomfortable. I was trying to think if it happened to me, and I'm sure it has on occasion. I don't remember it much, but I'm sure when I was with like my younger boyfriend, it probably did happen. And I could see me kind of be, being like, who is that? And why is she hugging you that way? I'm sure that's happened. I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. Let me say this. The hugs that's not like too big of a deal for me. It's the other thing that you said, Dr. Jemecia, that idea of doing things for some other woman. Yeah. I don't.
There was one time a friend came over. He was a newlywed too, to help me move some stuff, van and all. But his wife, his newlywed wife, came with him.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know what her intentions were. Maybe to make sure that she keeps an eye on everything. And but I remember thinking, oh, cool, because I wasn't attracted to her.
No.
Oh no.
Come back, Carmelle. Well, while she gets it together and comes on back, Raider Steeler fan. Hey, sir. I personally can't stand possessive, entitled, and insecure women. I'd rather be free than to deal with the tyranny that comes along with it. Understood. And Chris said, when doing gets about 4 extra O's. Now, where my mind is going with when you say O's is one particular word, so you might need to clarify. And and he gives the oh, so ladies, where is the unattractive friend? Because all of y'all are A1. Oh.
Thank you.
Keep them coming. No, don't. No, stop. No. Keep them coming.
All right, Carmelle, you were saying?
I was saying that, listen, this wifey came along to make sure that nothing else was happening. And I'm not even mad at her. Like at the time, it was all good. Like she's there, she's making sure that she's protecting her investment, whatever the case is. But that needs, I think if more women behave that way, yeah, you could help your friend. I'm coming too. I don't know what the conversation was on the other side, but that happened.
Yeah. So real quick, Raider Steeler fan Carmelle, you were coming back in. He said, I personally can't stand possessive, entitled, and insecure women. I'd rather be free than to deal with the tyranny that comes along with that. And his follow-up here, however, Boundaries are important, and it's up to two parties to agree with the boundaries and handling it consistently. And this conversation came about because there's a reel that I had seen it in. Carmelle put it in the group of this woman, hopefully jokingly, but showing her boyfriend how to hug women, you know. And I'm sure y'all have seen some variation of it where she's like, okay, well, what if I come in this way? And he goes to hug. She's like, nope, see, you left it open right there. Right now she can nuzzle in your neck. Like, this is how you do it. What if she comes in this way? And so she's showing him how he should respond to the hugs of a woman. And that's what prompted this. No, Chris, none of us have any unattractive friends, by the way.
I believe in setting those boundaries. The reason why I love that reel, or whatever reels that, you know, the reason why I loved it was because they were having the conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were having the conversation. He seemed like, listen, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna make my woman happy. Because girl, let's face it, if we have our eyes set on somebody, remember that scene in Waiting to Exhale when Whitney Houston, she walks in the room and she's just as sexy as can be, and all the women are like, she's like, yeah, I'm gonna take all your men. But like, we have that little inside of us. We really do, especially if we know we're cute. Especially if you like, I got it going on, and I like your man. So if he's gonna flirt back, I'm flirting.
And you know, I have to say too that it's the level for me. It's the level of flirtation and the level of disrespect. Yeah. Now, if it's just normal stuff, I don't care about that, because I know where he is. I know what he's doing. He's chilling with me. But it's the level. Now, if it gets to a level where it's just blatant and too disrespectful, we're gonna handle it. You know, we are. Whether that's seen as insecure or not, I don't know. But to me, there are levels, and I think that hugging, to me, not too much of a big deal. But when the hugging is a nuzzle in the neck, and I know somebody said they were 6'3", 245, whatever. I understand that. If you're 5'8", you're gonna be nuzzled in the neck anyway. So I get that.
No, that's not. Well, Chris says I'm gonna have to travel to New Jersey just to go to brunch with y'all. Absolutely. No, because here's the thing: you never have to nuzzle in the neck when you go to hug a man. I mean, I'm tall too, right? But and look, I'm gonna get technical. Chin. Okay, chin on shoulder is what you do, right? That's the response. Nuzzle means I've had to turn my head towards you. See, no. Chin on shoulder and a pat, right? And we're good to go. There's mechanics.
The mechanics. One arm, keep the chest away.
And don't lift. And you don't get to lift. There's no lift. Like, don't lift.
Right.
Don't lift the wall.
It's kind of like it's this.
Right. So what I've learned to do, what I've learned to do when it is like a married man, right? Because I have problems and issues still. I give it a side. I don't do full frontal.
I don't do that
right?
either. You're not getting
right. So what I'll do is actually,
you're not getting this portion here.
Right. So if I know him but don't know her, and I see him, I'm like, hey, hi, how you doing? Hey, okay. And then when he introduces me, or I introduce myself, and I'll either hug her too, okay, or give her a handshake if she's good with it, But I'm not gonna do this. Hey, how you doing? We're gonna touch too, right? So you feel comfortable too. But I have learned to not give because I was a full frontal. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it depends on where I'm trying to go with it. For the most part, I'm a hugger. I am a hugger, but I have variations of my hug because I'm a professional hugger.
That is true, y'all. Okay.
So, I mean, men get like this portion, like Carmelle said, they get this portion is just like this. But my man, he get a whole different kind of hug.
Right.
I mean, it's a whole different thing happening. And then my girls get a whole different another hug. And then the people at church get a different hug. I mean, you see, I'm professional with it. I got variations. So, you know.
All right, let me read that. And now Maurice has joined over on Instagram. Chris would like to know how tall we are. That's first.
5'4".
5'8".
Really? You 5'8"? Why do I keep thinking that you're
shorter? You think I'm shorter?
Well,
I'm
shorter? Okay, I'm 5'11".
I'm 5'7" with my shoes on.
Okay, I'm 5'11".
My heels and my hair up.
I'm 5'11" in my bare feet. I'm 5'11".
5'9" with my afro when I wear it.
All right, there we go. Okay, then Chris says, when a woman feels you, you can tell, just the same as if she doesn't feel you. And Maurice says, if he is truly your man, a woman should never, ever have to step in and say anything to the flirtatious woman. That's his job. If he doesn't, I got to question if he's truly yours.
I've been trying to say that. It depends on the dude's reaction too. We got to watch out for that. Never mind her, but him. Maurice, I love that. Very well said. Maurice said it a lot more eloquently than I would ever say.
He always does.
Right. Now, what if it's on the flip side? What if it's you're getting the hug from somebody you know?
No, I control the hug. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, so like you run into one of your old dudes or something like that, or somebody,
professional hugger here.
Yeah. For me, it's still the one arm. It's still the one arm as I'm saying, "Hey, me too."
I'm trying to think. I think the last time I hugged a friend of mine, well, I didn't particularly care for his significant other, so never mind. Just continue on. I'm terrible.
The thing about and you it may sound a little we're having a little fun with this conversation, but hugging is very, very stimulating and very intimate.
It is.
It really can be. So and regardless, people can misconstrue at times when it's really nothing. When you're, but just I believe sometimes women are very strategic and women know. And, like I said, it is what it is. I don't necessarily care about that, but there are levels to it. So if I feel like I haven't had to say anything to my guy about it, but I have done a few of those. But no, I haven't had to say anything. So
Chris says, when I was in a relationship, I told a woman, "You gonna get me in trouble with Devonna." The lady knew me because of a song about Devonna. Oh, who's Devonna? And Maurice said, it sure is in terms of the hugs being stimulating. And Chris said, I can make you lose it with a foot rub. And there you go, lady.
You see what I'm saying?
No. So now you know. All right. So you have a so you're with your man, and it's we've all seen those scenes in the movie, like the woman comes and hugs. So Maurice says he should say something about it, right? Which I completely agree. If he does not, do you say something to him first, or do you say something to her? Do you say to him personally?
Him always. Him.
Yeah.
She's not even part of the equation.
No, absolutely not.
Right. Yeah. And then let him handle what is going on there, what the situation is.
And control it.
Yeah. And I agree with that, because I think, and again, I am speaking, from that point of view of and a lot of women are, look, I know women, we like to sometimes act like we're just like innocent, and we're not. Like, we're going into a situation knowing what it is. We know what the hugs are. We know there's certain spots on men where if we touch them, like if you're leaning in to hug dude and you put your hands on the nape of his neck, no, that's not cool, sis. Right? No. We understand. You don't have to put your hands on the top of his head. You don't got to slide him down to the neck or nothing like that. you know,
you ain't gotta put your hand right here when you're in the hug and kiss him right here. You ain't gotta do that.
Or extra. Like if you're doing that, you're looking for trouble. That's the girl that be like, watch this, watch this. Mm-hmm. And no, like she's looking for trouble. And if dude falls for it, yeah, that's definitely a conversation with the dude. And she might have to be spoken to too. Excuse me, ma'am. Just like the title. Excuse me, ma'am. Back the fuck up.
This is Black Coffee, Honey, and Grits getting very gritty. But this, wait, let's, hey, I am loving the energy here. First time I'm coming across you all. So nice to meet you. Hey, Roots and Waves. Glad to have you here. And Chris over here, say something to him. Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, I have learned to definitely do the side hug. Now, if dude is single, I mean, you know, all bets are off there. Absolutely. Like we are going for whatever it is we're going for. You know, I'm gonna have to learn more consent boundaries and rules and all that for sure. But yeah, I'm going full frontal for the and we're just going in for the.
All right, so let's say he's not single, but you know he's got a girl at home. Maybe because he's from the neighborhood. Maybe you have mutual friends. You know he's got somebody. But he's right now, he's here by himself. He didn't bring her. What are we doing?
Wait, you know?
Yeah. You like I know he's got a woman. She's not here tonight, but he's here. And I've got my eyes fixed on him. It's playtime.
Come on, sis. Come on, sis. No.
Okay, well, it depends on how well I know her. I don't really know her. I know him. I don't care about her. I know him.
You know what?
Oh my! But Carmelle, I'm with you, sis. I'm sorry. I knew y'all are gonna be mad. I know. I know. Dr. Jemecia is like, no, not me. Me and Carmelle are like, how well do we know her? See, ladies, this is right. It's like, I knew you from a long time. Like, hey, how you doing? Yeah. How's your woman? Yeah. Things are good. Things are good. Okay. All right. Oh, that's terrible. It's terrible, but we're being honest here. That's terrible.
Claws out today. You got him claws out today.
Look, she was like, how well do we know her? What's going on? She's not there. Do we like her? We know him. Is she good for him?
Maybe right, not. I'm feeling him.
Right. No, see, so like when there are situations where I know that like this woman and this, like if it's a dude that I know and I know that the woman with him, I'm like, that's solid. You're always getting side hug. It's solid. Like I want this for you. I really want this for you. Mm-hmm. If I know that this woman it's not it. Anyway, so Roots and Waves said, oh, it's spicy up in here. It is. You know,
Raider Still fan said something too.
Oh, here we go. Sorry, I missed that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, laughing. That's why some people need to do their due diligence before they open their heart to their soon-to-be partner and talk about boundaries. I agree. Now in all seriousness for a minute, so when I was married, I had a group of guy friends before I got married, and me and one of those guy friends, we were friendly. We were real friendly, and then we weren't friendly anymore. And he introduced me to my ex-husband, and so that was an interesting conundrum to be in. But after that, because of the way my ex-husband was, he was like, you can't hug any of them. Now these dudes were my friends. Yeah, they were my friends. I didn't know him. I knew them. But then like nobody could hug me. Now I understand that I had a way of being, and I can look back now. That is not a right thing to do. Let me just be very clear on that. That is possessive. That is jealous. There's a whole lot going on.
Right.
And I also know that I have a way of being that I hadn't learned how to properly give a side hug either, right? So I understand there were two competing forces happening there. So I take all of this to account now, and I think it is one of the many reasons why I am polyamorous, because I don't want to control how my dude is hugged. I don't care how she hugs you. Enjoy the hug. Are we hanging out later? Cool. Like it's no never mind to me. And don't impede my hugs. I want to be hugged how I want to be hugged by whoever I want to be hugged by. And I don't want to have any limitations on my hugs. So I think that experience has been part of my growth process in all of this.
There was one time that it was a family birthday. It was a family function. My guy was with me and we had a private room. So at one point, my guy was like, I'm going to go dance on the dance floor. Have fun, honey. And so he goes and he's dancing. Now, members of the family are coming to me. And no, he came to me. He was like, listen, there's a bunch of girls over there. They want to dance with me. I'm like, have fun. And now my family members are like, this is completely disrespectful. And I'm like, I know what we have. Like, no matter how many girls is jumping up on, he's coming on with me. Like that. I was so confident. So, but I believe in boundaries, and I believe about that. I believe in that conversation. I do. But I was so confident in what he and I shared that nothing that was happening on the dance floor was affecting me. It bothered my family members more than it bothered me, because again, I was too confident in that relationship. And he had told me, listen, there's girls on the dance floor. I said, go enjoy.
You literally had the conversation.
We did.
He came back and asked for permission.
He sure did.
Like, hey, babe, this was happening.
He sure did.
And to Raider Steeler fans' point about the boundaries or whatever, I think that's a little bit, due diligence, a little bit too cut and dry on that, because I don't know that anyone's really having the hug conversation as far as boundaries is concerned. And I don't even think that would be, that's a little bit to me like, oh, you can't hug this person, or this is how you hug them. I think that's a bit much. I think that's an issue. Like, you need to get yourself together, ma'am or sir, and you probably shouldn't be in a relationship if you're saying to your person, you can hug this way, you can't hug that way, or whatever. If you respect each other, then there's a respect level that is natural. So no, I've never had the conversation about the hug or whatever. And I think that might be a bit overkill, unless that's what you and your partner do in communication. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to nitpick things. Like, sometimes things come up in conversation. It's I wasn't too comfortable with the way that hug went down, and then we can have a conversation about it. But beforehand, I don't know. That's why the reel was funny. But it was like, in real life, I'm not training my dude on how to hug women. That's too much. Roots and Waves said, amen. Maisha and Carmelle, boundaries are important, but when you have a solid relationship, then you don't have to worry about anything. And those who try to control their partner tend to have a lack of self-confidence, and chances are they have been hurt in past relationships. So there's baggage, trust issues. Yes, been there, done that. And Maurice said, yeah, it's a character and respect thing. And Chris said, what is this polygamy you speak of? Polyamorous. And we could probably do a thing in that. But basically, poly means many, amor means love. So I can be single and have partners. I am in relationship with more than one person at a time. It can be anything from romantic to very deep friendship. But I have the freedom to be in relationship how I desire to be in relationship at any and all times. Basically, that's the end of that. And he said, if I have to tell her certain things in regards to respect, she isn't for me.
Amen.
Right? I mean, that's basically what that is. And all of this really comes down to, we laugh, we joke, it's funny, it's true. But all of it really comes down to communication and habit and really talking about what makes you feel comfortable, what doesn't. There are some people who are like, I don't want you in the house with any dudes alone. Again, that was my ex-husband. right? No men around you if I'm not around. That's not, I'm not doing that.
No men around you, period. Whether you're inside or outside or
no, right, in the house. So like if one of his friends came by and they're like, hey, is he home? And I was like, no, it's not like, well, you could come in and hang out. Right. Yeah. I'm a no for that. Right. That's right. A no. And it's a no both ways. Right. It's like, if I have to do that, if I'm that afraid that something is going to happen, I need to reevaluate my own self. Right. So now here's the thing. If I say to you, and this has happened, if I say, I know this, I'm a woman. I know what's happening here. I know because I've done it, and I know because I'm a woman. That one is a no. Okay. She's gonna have to get bubble wrapped over here. Okay. But I need you to understand that she's just gonna keep trying to push and push. And so that's a no, right? And I'm not saying don't be friends with her or anything. I'm just saying we need to create some spaces around here. But we can usually tell who right, who that is. You know what I'm saying? So that's all there is with that. Let me see if there's anything else. All right, no other comments at this time.
No other comments. Y'all, this is probably a good place to wrap up. We've been talking for about 30 minutes, a good little 30 minutes about this topic, y'all. We appreciate y'all chiming in. Y'all were lively tonight. Y'all like this little conversation. Being here. Excuse me, miss, that's my man. Don't be hugging him like that.
Back up. What do you think this is?
Anyway, y'all have a great evening. You guys can find us here Mondays, Wednesdays.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, one more.
Okay.
Maurice is about to type something. In the meantime, Angel Marie, thank you so much for all the insights. So appreciate you, beautiful ladies, and your energies. You are welcome, and we'll wait for Maurice to finish. I mean, you can finish saying what you want to say, Dr. Jemecia, while we wait for Maurice's comment.
Okay, Maurice is wrapping us up for the night, but so you can find us here on Monday at 6:30-ish, and on Wednesday 6:30-ish, on Friday somewhere around 11:30 noon, and anywhere in between. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, Instagram. And that's really about it right now. Join our Facebook group, y'all. We have a newsletter that comes out every now and again, whatnot. Have a great evening. To recommend these channels. Oh, good.
We got recommended.
Awesome.
Yay. Okay. Good night, Maya. Maurice said, if you have to warn him about a certain woman, doesn't that mean you distrust him? You know,
no,
there's something in the woman code that's a little bit different. And see, all of us were quiet because we know what it is. It's not really about him. We know women. I don't know, ladies, y'all have a better answer.
He said, if you have to warn him about another woman, do you distrust him?
If you have to warn him about a certain woman, doesn't that mean you distrust him?
Nope.
I don't know that it means that, Maurice. Maybe I don't know, but Maurice, I'm gonna be honest with you. Women know when another woman wants your guy. It's loud. It's tangible. And
he doesn't know, and that's the piece. A lot of times men don't see it. Yeah. They don't see it, and so it's kind of like, what's happening here? And it's like, no, I'm telling you.
I love your word, Dr. J. It's loud and it's tangible, but we hear it. It's like that dog whistle. Like, we hear it. Dude might not be 100% aware of it, or she's just being friendly, she's being nice. But we know when we want to get our claws into a man, and we know persuasive techniques that he might feel like he might succumb to through no power of his own. The power of a woman. Maurice, you should know.
And let me tell you this, Maurice. Let me finish telling you this, Maurice. There have been times, my sister, have you met my sister yet, Maurice? Well, anyway, there have been times when I've had friends, female friends. Again, I love everybody. I'm very friendly. I'm just kumbaya. Come on. However, I still can feel people. I know people. My sister is 10 times amplified. And she has warned me several times about women who have tried to, and I'm like, no way, I didn't feel it. And she's like, watch that one. And she's been spot on every single time. Now, did the dude do anything? No, but she did.
Yeah. So some women are just trifling, and if you're a woman, you can smell that shit from a mile away. we do know. And Maurice said, "Yeah, you know women, but you're not believing him not to give in." It's not
because you warn them doesn't mean that.
No,
right. It's not about it's not a fear of him not giving. It's not a fear of him not giving in. I'm trying to save this life. Okay, let's just bring it to the front. All right, he could be fighting her off all he wants to. You know, there's still gonna be problems and issues. I'm trying to save you, sweet.
Yes, it's like be careful there. Be careful, because there's one thing. There's that attention piece, right? When a woman gives a man so much attention and affection, and just that in and of itself, never mind a man, never mind a woman, but that human being inside of you that we all love and we yearn for attention, and sometimes no matter where it comes from. So it's just that piece. Just kind of like be careful. You might be treading into dangerous waters, and you might not realize where you find yourself. So just watch that there, my friend.
My friend.
Bless your heart, sweetie. Bless your heart. Maya and Dayton say, this is when I miss Clubhouse. Oh. All right, ladies.
All right, y'all, we're wrapping it up. We're going to say good night. Thank you so much for chiming in. Like our channel, forward it to somebody, subscribe, put the bell notification on so you know when we upload or when we're live every time we're here on YouTube. Thank you so much, y'all. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Bye, y'all.
Bye.